What's going on, everybody? It's Frank the Tank from Bangin Gears on YouTube at Bangin Gears Garage on Facebook. And we are currently in New Jersey. It's 2:30 in the morning, and we are trucking from Virginia to upstate New York, where, if you follow me on Bangin Gears Garage, I dropped the car off maybe like 3 weeks ago. I'm having the car converted from carburetor at a 650 Holley double pumper carburetor over to fuel injection. I picked up an 8-stack induction system from Jim Inglese down in Florida. I'll put his link in the video description. And my cousin Michael turned me on to a friend of his, Emilio, who owns a shop called E&L Automotive. And he did all the work, and he sent me pictures along the way. It looks like it came out absolutely fantastic, but I had not seen the car completed up close, so that's why I'm going up to pick up the car today. And like I said, I probably got another 3 hours ahead of me to upstate New York, and we'll go along for the ride. Hope you come along for the ride. And this coffee sucks. Burger King did not have coffee made yet. I got it at the gas station, and this is crap. I think we're gonna continue this conversation in New York, where I can get some Dunkin' Donuts. That's what coffee should taste like. It is now 5:45 in the morning. So why a Jim Inglese induction system as compared to, say, a Borla induction or a Speedmaster? Everything I heard about Speedmaster is crap, to be honest. I've heard a lot of people have a lot of problems with the Speedmaster setup, so I didn't want to go that route. I could have went Borla, but Borla, as far as I know, is not customizable. Where Jim from Inglese Inductions, he works with you. He worked with me, and he will powder coat the manifold itself. I went with black, but on the website they have other people where they went with red or the color of the car. And then I had my flutes, I had them polished, I had the couplers polished, and he kind of let me do what I wanted to make it my own part. And they build them from scratch. They're not production, they're one-offs. He builds them as he goes. A friend of mine has it, Nick, on his 289, and swore by it, and that's who I went with. And I was very happy with the customer service, the way he talked, everything came with the kit. It wasn't just a manifold with the induction system on it. It was all the instructions, the fuel pump, fuel pressure valve, the wiring harness, the Bosch injectors came with the system. I'm trying to think. I'm having a total brain fart. But anyway, it's a complete kit. It's everything you need to bolt it right on the car. The hardest part is wiring up the computer, comes with the system, the programmer comes with the system, but wiring all that up is the hardest part of the whole thing. So, Emilio really took care of that for me, and I'm really anxious to see the car. So he also did a ton of other things while he had the car. Had a rear main seal leak. He fixed that. He dropped the tranny. He did a couple of things with the clutch. He did a front end alignment for me. Did oil change, of course. Had to drain the radiator to put the induction on, so he flushed the fluids there. He talked me out of doing an external fuel pump, which is what I had on the car while I was working with the carburetor. It was loud. As soon as you turn that key, all you hear was so he kind of talked me out of going external, and he dropped the tank. He put in a high flow internal with the return line, and I wasn't there. Like, obviously, I told you this. I'm in Virginia. He's in New York, so I couldn't film while he was working on it, but he kept me in the loop with sending me pictures all the time. So, but it's getting late, or it's getting early, however you want to say it. I'm going to eat my donut. Then I'm going to finish my drive. I got another hour before I get to where I got to go. I'm going to take a nap, and then we will see the car together for the first time. See you soon. I'm excited. I am very excited. I wasn't take the car out, but it is like 30 degrees out here, and I'm freezing my ass off, and that is just, it's just not going to happen. So I will start it up, but because the sun is setting and I slept all day, I'm going to open up the back of the trailer to get some lights in here, get some sunlight. All right, there she is. Looking good. Looking good. Pretty. Make sure all the extra parts are in there. Yeah, all the extra parts. Right where he said they would be. Very cool. By extra parts, I mean, like I said, I bought an external fuel pump. He didn't use it. We went out and got an internal one, so that's in there. I've also bought a gas pedal because the car was set up for linkage, and the new intake uses throttle cable, so I thought we were going to have to change the gas pedal, so that didn't happen. She used the original gas pedal, so that's in there. I got to try to sell two as well, so if anybody needs a Factory 5 issued gas pedal, hit me up in the comments. I have one for sale. I also have an external 100 psi fuel pump, never used. If anybody needs one of those, hit me up in the comments as well. There is my baby. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Moment of truth. You're going to see it before me because I'm not looking. I'm looking at the camera, so. Before I even look, what does it look like? Does it look good? There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. I did bring a flashlight. I didn't know how it was going to look in here, light-wise. That is absolutely amazing. So the computer, you can see it, it's back there. All the wiring is underneath there. There's the fuel pressure gauge. You can also see right there, that's the original throttle linkage, and he added a connection where the throttle cable goes that'll run the so you can see it right there, the throttle pivot right there. You can see all the Bosch injectors. These are the couplers right here that I had polished along with the flutes or the stacks, whatever you want to call them. But he did a really good job. Everything's nice and neat. Everything looks fantastic. So there is only one thing left to do, and that is to start it up. See what it sounds like. Now, usually when I start it, the first thing you do is when I turn the battery on and I turn the key, you get this, and that's the fuel pump in the back, which was external. Let's see what it sounds like now. You just hear it start. That's kind of cool. All right, here we go. Not a good start. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. It's alive. It's alive. Huh. Not happy. Not happy so far, but maybe it's something I'm doing here. Maybe it's something I'm doing. Right. It's just super cold, I think. The idle's super low. You see that there. Give it a little gas. As soon as I give it a little gas, it turns off. That's me holding it down to about 1100, to about 800. Alright, so I turned the car off. I want to wait for Mike to come home and see what Mike says, because it starts right up now, okay, just saying. No, there's something wrong. So I'll wait for Mike to get home, and then we'll figure it out. But car may be staying for a little longer. So after talking to my cousin Michael and giving Emilio, the guy who installed it, a call last night, it's a basic tune, and the car needs to learn. It's a learning system through Holly, the Terminator X. It learns the more you drive it. So it's going to be a hot minute before it's really kind of worked out all the bugs. So, plus, it's super cold here in upstate New York. It's a high of 30 today. So, it takes a minute. But we're going to get it started for you so you can see it and hear it at least. And then, as soon as I get back home,
We're going to have it professionally tuned with a laptop, throw it on a dyno, and see what it gets. That'll be in an upcoming video. So let's get the car started.
Somebody to hook it up to a laptop and really kind of work out the math. But take my foot off the gas here. It's holding an idle on its own. Let's get out of the car real quick. Sounds good once it holds the idle. Once it warms up, it holds an idle. Sounds great. Can't wait to get it tuned. Like I said, that'll be in an upcoming video where we put it on the dyno and we get it some real kind of horsepower out of it. And we really get that map worked out. So thanks for watching. Stick around for the next video and we'll catch you later on Bangin' Gears.